Hello, my name is Saul. I welcome you to SOLSOFT channel. Today we shall look at most used run commands for Windows 11. These commands are also applicable to Windows 10, and Windows versions have been having installation and use of the run command since 1998 Windows version. And so we shall look at most of the advanced features and most of those commands that have been implemented to the new and the latest version of Windows, and that is the Windows 11. What is the run command box? This is a built-in feature, and that is included in all the later versions of Windows 11. The run box allows you quickly open, access any apps, tool settings in just 2 steps instead of shifting through the settings, control panel, and other menus. So this helps us to run through the commands and through the applications with quick access and with ease. We shall actually learn how to open and use the run command box. But remember, all these commands we're going to look at are applicable to Windows 10 and 11. But how do we access them? We access them normally using the run box, the run command box. How do we open the run command box? The run command box can be accessed through many ways. We can access the run command box just typing the Windows button R, then type the word run. You could see, then I press enter. We could have an access to the run command box below here. Then you can type in the command you want, or we can press the Windows button +X and then navigate to the run command box, then press enter. We could also have access to the run command box. We could also access the run command box by typing by clicking the Windows button R direct. So this could help us also access the Windows button, the Windows command box. We could also access the run just by right clicking, go to here at this shortcut, type run, click on run. We could also have access to the run command box. Today specifically we shall look at the newest commands that are used in Windows 11. Okay, we've seen how we could access the Windows command box using all the different shortcuts. It could be of ease. We could open the Windows button, then type CMD, press enter. You could say that I'm accessing the command prompt window. But I'm accessing it through at a general usage. I'm not giving any authorized permission or access to access this, so I'm not accessing this command, the CMD window, through use of administrative permissions. But you could access it the same way, just by clicking on the run button, then I type the CMD. Then you could say that I'm having options to open it, just opening it, and if I press open, it could ask for administrative permissions. Clicking on yes, it will open it using after giving it administrative rights. And this could be the easiest way also. So I'm having 2 different windows of the command prompt, as you could see. The one that is highlighted in blue, this one is the one that I've opened using administrative permissions. Also, the one that is in front, the one I've currently selected. This one I've just opened it, so I cannot have access to some of the advanced features using the command prompt that is not accessed using the administrative permissions. But I could access most of the commands and advanced features using the one that the command prompt I've accessed using administrative rights permissions. But you could say that I'm now in different folders. Here I'm in the folder of the system32 folder, which is the folder I've accessed. So it means that I've accessed this folder administratively, but this one I've not accessed. So it will just take me to the normal user folder. For users, as you could see here, I'm in Windows, even though we're accessing the same disk C. But during using this command prompt that I've accessed using the administrative permissions, I've accessed the folder for system. Means that I can have access and change the different modifications for the different folders, because I have the administrative permissions. But here I'm just taken to users, so it means I'm not having any access to the advanced features of folders that are encrypted or secured or given access or denied access by the user, by the administrator of the computer. So but I can access the same folders if I have to follow the different paths. How? Here I can just access any folder. I can say maybe let's type regedit. If I want to access the registry editor, you could see that I've just opened it with ease. It has not asked for any administrative permission for me to access this folder for the registry editor. Having anything to alter with these folders, you'll have to provide permissions. Again, you have to first back up any folders before you make any changes or alterations to this folder. So the reason why I've opened this folder, I'm trying to show you that I can access this folder direct without having to again provide administrative permissions, which I did in the first place because I opened the command prompt using administrative rights. And this side I cannot. If I could say regedit, you could see the same way. You see, it could ask for administrative permissions, which is not in the case for the command prompt that I accessed using the administrative permissions. But we could do the same again. We could access the same folder in the command prompt just by following the paths. Let me pull it up a bit so that you could see the file path. So we could go back, we can navigate backwards to the disk C. But how could we do this? We just type C for command for CD for change directory, double space, double dots, click enter. You could see that we're going backwards from the folder best H to the folder for users. Okay, then you could do this. So you could do the same thing because our target is specifically to access the Windows folder, but in the same folder, in the same drive C. I could do the same thing. Just have press the up arrow to again access the same command. Press enter. You can see that now I'm in disk C folder direct. Okay, then I could say directory or show directory. You could see that these are the files that I can access direct from the directory of the C drive. Okay, now I'm trying to navigate. So if the moment I type dir, which is directory, or show the directory folders from the drive C, we could be having all these folders. Now I could navigate to Windows because it's a folder I want to access, similar to the one that is given administrative permissions in the command prompt that we opened earlier. I'm going to type cd, the change directory, then I type W, click tab, press enter. So that now we're in folder for Windows. So we have access to the Windows now, okay, to the Windows folder, but our target is finding the system32. Then we can again type dir, the directory, which is show directory, press enter. You could see that we have very many folders, but our target is the system32 folder. Okay, then I'll type cd, then I type the system. This time I'll type it because there are two systems, so I'll type system32, press enter. You see now I'm in the same folder similar to the one I had in the previous command prompt window that I opened. So it means I can access the same folders the way I access the folders using the administrator privileged command prompt that I opened earlier. How do I have to if I could? But again, remember, you have access to the files and folders and the advanced features for all those command prompts that you opened for all those folders that you opened in command prompt with administrative privileges. But it's not the same case with the system, with the command prompt that you didn't open administratively. Here I'll type exit and also embark onto this command prompt. I'll also type exit. Let's dive into this. So we're going to look at the most used run commands for Windows 11. As we've seen that we could access the command prompt, we shall look at the CMD. Type WinR to type the CMD. Then, if you want to access Windows 11 control panel, just type the word control in your run command. When you type the word control, press enter. You could see that we have access to the control panel. That's one of the commands. Another one is if you want to open the registry editor, type regedit, press enter. Provide administrative permissions, we shall open the registry editor. Okay, that's another command. If you also want to open the system information window, which shows all the characteristics and all the formations that they build, or formation of the capacity and the exits of the computers, memory, size, hardware, formations, and so on. You could type CMD, type msconfig, press enter, provide administrative permissions. We could also open the system configuration. How do we open the services utility in Windows 11? This one, we'll just have to type services. Okay, type services.msc, press enter. So that we have all access to the services utility in Windows 11. Another command, if you want to open the local group policy editor, okay, if you want to open the local groups policy editor, type the word gpedit, okay, .msc, press enter. You could see that we have access to the local group policy editor. Okay, if you want to open some applications like Google Chrome, type Windows button R, type the word Chrome, press enter. You could see that we have access to the application like Google Chrome. If you want to open up the Microsoft Edge, also an application, you could just type Edge. Okay, this is another way. So this is we're trying to access the Microsoft Edge using the command. If you want to also access the temporary folder, you just type the word temp, press enter. Okay, we could now have access to the temporary folder here. Make changes to the temporary folders. How these ones are the temporary files that accumulate as programs keep on running in the background. The moment you open up a program, it keeps accumulating the temporary files that it uses for easy functionality. This one, you could also click on any of these and then delete all of this. Also, another way to access the temporary folder, just type the percentage symbol, type the word temp, press enter. You could also have access to the temporary folder. Again, click, select all of this, and then click on delete to delete all these temporary folders. If you want to open the disk cleanup dialog box, just click the WinR, type clean mg R, right? Click OK. So you could see that we are opening the disk cleanup dialog box. So it prompts us to open any type of disk that we want to check and do some cleaning. Right? If you want to also open some other command, is that you want to open the task manager, just type the word task, mgr, okay, press enter, ask for administrative privileges, click enter. Here we can have access to the task manager. Another shortcut to access task manager, press shift ctrl escape, provide administrative privileges, click on enter. We could also have access to the task manager. Okay, another shortcut, if you want to manage the user accounts, type win button R, type net, okay, p l with, okay, press enter, provide user administrative rights, click enter. Would say that we have access to the user account. Okay, if you want to have access also to the programs and features and control panel, just type this command, click Windows button R, type app wiz for wizard .cpl, okay, .cpl, press enter. You have access to the programs and features. Okay, if you want to access the disk manager, okay, you could type Windows button R, okay, type hdwiz .cpl, click enter, give administrative rights, have access to the disk manager. To open the direct diagnostic tool, okay, it's called DirectX diagnostic tool. Open the Windows, type dx, then diag, which is direct diagnostic tool, press enter. Okay, so we shall open the direct diagnostic tool. If you want to open the calculator, press Windows button R, type calc, then press enter. We shall see, so that we shall be opening the calculator. If you want to check up on the system resources, this one is a resource monitor. Just type Windows button R, type resource monitor res, then mon, which is a resource monitor tool. Press enter, provide administrative privileges. We shall open the resource monitor and be able to make changes. If you want to open the computer management console, okay, type Windows button R, type comp mg mt, okay, .msc, press enter to give us also administrative privileges, so we shall also be able to access the computer management. If you want to open the current user profile directory, yes, we open Windows button R, type 1 dot, press enter. This will open the folder and the directory we want to to copy and paste the file. If you want to open up the user folder, the folder for users, type Windows button R, type double dots, press enter, so that we can have access to the users. Similarly, you could, if you want to have access to this folder, click on the folder open for users. If you want to open the on-screen keyboard, just type Windows button R, type on screen keyboard, which is OSK, press enter, so that we have access to the on-screen keyboard. If you want to access the network connections in your PC, open the Windows button R, type ncp a.cpl, okay, .cpl, press enter. You could have access to the network connections of the computer. If you want to access the mouse properties, just type the word main.cpl, mouse properties, main, okay, .cpl, press enter. You see that we have access to the mouse properties. If you want to open the disk management utility, okay, Windows button R, type the word disk, mg mt, okay, .msc, press enter. it will ask for administrative privileges. Press enter. We shall have an access and open to the disk management utility. If you want to open up the remote desktop connections, type Windows button R, type remote ms.t.mc. Press enter. You're going to open the remote desktop connection. If you want to open the Windows PowerShell, okay, window, just type Windows button R, type the word PowerShell, press enter. We shall open PowerShell here. Okay, if you want log out of the user, okay, if you want to log out from your user, you type Windows button R, type the word log out. Okay, press enter. It will log out of this user and it will sign out. Okay, if you want to open Microsoft WordPad, just type Windows button R, type the word write, press enter. Here we are opening up the Microsoft WordPad. Okay, just type the word write. You'll be able to access it as well. If you want to turn off Windows features, if you want to turn Windows features on or off, just type Windows button R, type optional feature, then feature, okay, like that. Press enter. Provide administrative privileges. We shall go to Windows features as well. If you want to open the C drive, open C, Windows button R, type the /, press enter. It will open the C drive for you. If you want to open the system properties dialog box, open this Windows button R, type system, which is sys, then dm, okay, .cpl. Press enter. It will also ask for administrative permissions. We shall ask for open the system properties. If you want to monitor the performance of the system, okay, type Windows button R, type perform, which is actually type perf, then mon, which is perform mention monitor.msc. Press enter. Give administrative privileges. We shall open the performance monitor. If you want to open Microsoft Windows malicious software removal tool, if you want to open the Microsoft Windows malicious software removal tool, press Windows button R, press MRT, press enter. It will ask for administrative permissions. Press enter to open this Windows Microsoft Windows malicious software removal tool. Perform anything you want, click next. If you want to open or check the Windows version, type Windows button R, type the word win var, press enter. Show you the Windows version. If you want to open the Microsoft magnifier, press Windows button R, type magnify, press enter. It will ask open for the magnifier. Okay, if you want to open the disk partition manager, type Windows button R, type disk part, okay, press enter. Provide administrative privileges. It will open the disk partition manager. If you want to open the Windows Mobility Center, MBL, type Windows button C, Windows button R, type MB LCTR, press enter. It will open the Windows Mobility Center. That's all I had for you today. I hope you've liked and enjoyed the video. Please do not forget to subscribe and provide a thumbs up for more of these videos. See you again. Bye.